in this video, I'll be going over activity for PhotoPea. A quick little review here. We're going to be editing these 5 images here. Some of this will be review. Again, the more you use this software, the better you're going to get at it. So what you guys will need to do is you're going to need to download these files here, and then you can start the exercise. The learning targets here, again, we're going to be reviewing the basics in PhotoPea, understand how exposure is going to affect editing, and then we're going to be cropping an image, adjust brightness and contrast, and edit and save 5 images. Make sure you upload the 5 images to here when you're all done. So first thing we're going to do is we're just going to review cropping and how to do that in PhotoPea. And then again, I'm going to show you how exposure is going to affect your images as you edit them. All right, so let's just first start with this Jordan one. So go ahead, you're going to click this picture, and then if you right click this, you're going to be able to save this image. So go to Save As. You want to save that to your downloads, okay? So I'm going to go to my downloads here. I'm just going to save it. Then we're going to open up PhotoPea, so go ahead and open that in a browser. Again, if it's easier for you to download everything, I would suggest you do that. So go ahead and download all these images, and then we're going to go to PhotoPea, and then we're going to open them up. So then I would suggest closing out of this tab because you guys are using your Chromebook. So I'm actually going to close out of that tab. And then I'm going to go into PhotoPea. I'm going to go here and go to Open from Computer. And I'm going to go find these pictures. So first one's going to be cropping 1. So we're going to go ahead and review how to crop. So we're going to go ahead and hit Open. And I'm going to hit Enter once I'm in here. Turn off this transforms. Okay, so the cropping tool again is right here. Here we have the Move tool. Again, if you hover over these, they're going to do different things. So the Move tool, what the Move tool does is it allows you to move the layer. So that's what this does. Those of you that were doing the cloning exercise and you were having pictures that weren't lining up, you could have used that Move tool to kind of move things around. So that's the Move tool. Again, the eyeball here hides the layer, and here we have the name of our layer. So we're going to go down to the cropping tool here. We're going to go to our ratio again, and we're going to type in our ratio 8 by 10. 10 by 8, sorry. And then I want you guys to squeeze this, and we're going to crop it just a little bit. Now notice how the picture isn't large enough. If we were to crop it like that, you're going to get this dotted line. The dotted line means that there's no content there. So make sure as you're cropping that you don't have these dotted lines there, or this dotted pattern, okay? So be mindful of that. I'm going to undo this. To undo, you're going to go to File and go Undo, or you can simply hit Control-Z on your keyboard. Again, back to my cropping tool here. Crop this in here, and I'm going to go ahead and hit Enter. And then I want you guys to just adjust. Go to Adjustments here. Let's go to Brightness and Contrast, and we're just going to make it a little bit brighter, and then increase the contrast a bit, and go ahead and hit OK. Now we're going to save this, so you're going to double click, put your initials down, and then put cropping 1. Hit OK. So that was a simple crop. I didn't crop much of this out from the original image. Oop, my bad. We got to export. I'm going to go to File, Save. We're going to just save this as a JPEG. We're going to do a medium-sized quality here, so let's go to 50%. Go ahead and hit Save. And then that should be saved. Now, if you ever want to edit your pictures or your file here, if you guys save it as a PSD, that's a Photoshop document, you can come back and open that up in PhotoPea and edit it some more. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to close out of this one. Hit OK, and then we're going to go to Open, but you would have to save that as a Photoshop file. Now we're going to go Open from Computer again. We're going to go to the second cropping image. It's this one here. Now, what I want you guys to think about is how we can use cropping to help, make our photos stronger. So this was a pretty good picture of Autumn's Jordans she wore the other day. And what I want to do, there's a lot of negative space. Some of this negative space is really good, but I want to just zoom in a little bit more to the shoes. So what we're going to do is we're going to crop it in again here. I'm just going to get rid of some of the stuff in the background that's not that important. So you guys, I want you guys to crop this in however you want, but what we're doing here is we're enhancing this photograph through cropping. Sometimes I'm seeing you guys just cropping your pictures randomly. I really want you guys to think about how you can use cropping to really emphasize the various things captured in your image. So in this one, it's the Jordans here. If you guys want to get some of that log there, you can. I'm going to crop it out. And then again, this should be set already at 8 by 10. You guys can do whatever ratio you want. You can do 8 by 10 here, go vertical if you want. I'm going to leave mine how it was. Again, if it's like this, you can zoom out by going here. Oops, sorry. So if I do 8 by 10, notice how it's a vertical. So what we can do is just click it. 8 by 10, you can rotate it this way. If you hold shift, it'll allow you to rotate. So you can go this way with it. Again, make sure you're cropping on the picture, but I don't think vertical is going to work because there's going to be too much cut off, so I'm going to keep mine horizontal. Again, rotating it, when you get a curved arrow like this, that means it's going to rotate. I'm going to crop mine down like this. Go ahead and hit enter. There we go. Now to zoom in, if you hit Command or Control plus, or simply go to this magnifying glass, you can zoom in. So it's pretty crispy. That's good. And then when you're zoomed in, you can use the hand here to move around the image. So I want you guys to practice that. Go ahead and zoom out. And now we're going to save this one. So we're going to go here, put your initials, underscore cropping, 2, hit OK, and then we're going to go to File, and then we're going to save. Save as a JPEG. You guys can just save this again at 50%. Go ahead and hit save. And that's, again, a review on cropping. Again, the cropping tool is right here. We also learned how to zoom in and out. So zooming in, Control plus, Control minus. And then again, you can use the hand here to move around.